need one of those, and just bam, done. So that cuts the time.
Hey, it's Ryan from the Carb Situation. Remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a trainer. I'm just a human guinea pig who likes to read a lot and willing to experiment. If you go on the journey with me, maybe you'll learn what I learned. Oh yeah, and I curse a lot. Let's do this.
Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about buying groceries while you're on a low carb diet. Now you might be thinking, what the fuck, I know how to buy groceries. Wow, you're really digging for content here. You must be hurting, Ryan. Well, I think I have some tips and tricks to share with you that I think will make your life a lot easier. So that's what we're going to do now. So let's start off with the old saying. They say, buy your willpower at the store. I'm going to tell you to buy your willpower in your underwear. Let me explain. Quick side note about willpower. If you haven't seen my willpower and motivation series of videos, then a quick recap of that. You want to use your willpower offensively, not defensively. And what I mean by that is you want to create habits that run on autopilot. And you also want to use your willpower when you have lots of it to kind of protect yourself for later. You don't want to use your willpower in an emergency or in a defense mode. Great example of this is Oreo cookies. Use your willpower in the morning when you have the opportunity to buy the Oreo cookies. Use your willpower to not buy the Oreo cookies. The wrong way to do it is to go ahead and buy the Oreo cookies and then wait until you're starving at 11 p.m. and then think that you can use your willpower to sit there and look at the cookies and say, I'm not going to eat them, I'm not going to eat. That just doesn't work. You're setting yourself up for a really difficult time when you don't have to. That's why they say buy your willpower at the store. What they mean is if you don't buy the shit and put it in your pantry in the first place, then it's a lot easier than going ahead and buying the crap that you're used to buying or you used to a long time ago, and then hoping you'll be able to resist it later. That part is very difficult. First part, relatively easy. So what do I mean when I say buy your willpower in your underwear? Well, what I'm going to suggest is that you do your grocery shopping like I do online and go pick it up at the store. And I'm going to explain exactly how all of that works. Pretty much all supermarkets and even like Walmart have online ordering and pickup these days. In fact, most of them even have grocery delivery. I tried the delivery once just to see how it was, and it was fine, but it was quite a bit more expensive, and my grocery store is pretty close, so I didn't think there was much value in the delivery part of it. So I go pick up my groceries. Basically what you do is you go online to your favorite grocery store's website and create an account there or log in. You just start a cart. Then at the end, you can choose to pick up the groceries in a certain time window, and it works phenomenally well for me. Now they charge some money for this service. It's usually $5 to $10. I think where I go, it's $5.95 or something like that to use the pickup service. And if you're honestly thinking, well, why would I want to spend that extra $6 or $10 or whatever? Think about what your time is worth. What is your hourly wage that you get paid at your job? I know whenever I go into a grocery store, by the time I've done the entire trip, parked, gone in, got the cart, done the thing, check out, all of the, how it goes, it's usually like an hour before I can get all the shit that I need and check out and come home, So my time is worth a lot more than $6 an hour. So I don't mind paying the $6 for someone to go gather all of this different shit up for me and just bring it out and put it in my trunk, and then I leave. I think it's a tremendous value. I would probably even do it if it was $20 to go do it. That's how I think you should probably look at the fee. It's well worth your time. But the biggest advantage of ordering online and picking it up outside the store is that you avoid all of the subliminal advertising that is going on in the store. So when you go in there, you may think you're hot shit like I do, and those ads don't work on me. I don't buy stuff by the register because I know that's where all the bad things are. I don't do this, and that doesn't work on me. But they've done millions of studies, and even the people that think it doesn't work on them, it works on them. Subliminal advertising and subliminal cues means you're not aware of them. If you're not in the store at all, then you don't even see the Oreos on the outside of the thing. So you can't go, I haven't had them in a long time. maybe I'll get the little pack, and then I'll just kind of dish them out over the next month or so. Like, you don't even see the Oreos online because you didn't search for them. So you're avoiding all of these subliminal cues that are coming at you from every direction when you're walking around in a grocery store. I think that is severely underestimated. I like not dealing with it in the first place. So when you go online, you get to search for what you want. Make out your grocery list if you do it as you go throughout the week, or if you sit down and make it, however. But then just search for those things online in your grocery store's website and add them to your cart. The other cool thing about shopping online is that you find a product, and not always, but I'd say 9 times out of 10, they have like photos of the product. One of them will be of the nutritional facts, the nutrition info. So while you're there, if you have a question about a food, you don't have to stand in the grocery store like a weirdo. If you're like me, getting old and you can't see where the shit, and you're going like this, trying to find out how many carbohydrates are in this package of whatever, you can just sit there online and look at the nutrition. It'll tell you right there if there's any added sugar or whatever you're looking for. That's very convenient and helpful. If I'm looking for something, like one time I wanted to make these keto meatballs, but you have to have a low carb pasta sauce, marinara sauce. So I had to go on a mission to find this low carb marinara sauce. I went through like 4 or 5 different brands and I found the best one and just added it to my cart, and sure enough, they brought it out to me when I came to pick up my groceries. Whereas if I were standing in the aisle, I'd have to fucking look at every single one and maybe not even see the best one because, I don't know, you're looking around. So the nutritional info is a big plus that happens online. Next, this goes without saying, but it's super convenient. I sit there for probably 10 minutes on my computer filling out my cart, and then I check out because I have a credit card saved in there already. It's already paid for. I just pick a time window, say between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. tomorrow, and then I just go show up at their little designated area at any time in that hour and tell them that I'm here. They bring it out, put it in your trunk. You go, thank you, and you leave because it was already paid for by your credit card. Super convenient, easy. You go home, put your groceries away, you're done. And the final thing I would say that's so awesome about this whole idea is that it's repeatable. So I kind of have a staple of groceries that I get pretty much every time, like almost always the same thing. It just depends if I'm out of a certain product or not, or if I have still excess. I get several different steaks, New York strips, some ribeyes. I get some pork chops, and I get some pork rinds and a bunch of cheese. I'll get some deli meat, eggs, bacon, the whole staple of different low carb foods. When I go back a couple weeks later, they have a section that pops up right away that's all the stuff that I usually buy or that I bought before. I don't have to remember anything anymore, really. I just go through and go, okay, yep, I need 2 of those. I need those. Oop, don't need that. Need 1 of those. And just bam, done. So that cuts the time way down to where I just basically refill the things that I'm out of. Buying groceries may seem like something you don't really need to talk about, but I think this is a really wise way to buy our groceries when you're trying to follow any kind of diet. If you were going to follow some other kind of diet than what I have been talking about this whole time, I would still say this is the way to do it. Just buy the foods that you like for your diet. Absolutely convenient. The price you have to pay for it is totally worth it when you take your time into account. It's repeatable. It keeps you out of the danger zone where subliminal advertising and peripheral messages are trying to fuck with your diet. A lot of times you can find products that are hard to find on the shelf because online you search by name and then you just add it. Maybe you don't even know where the hell it is on the shelf, but they do. Buy your willpower in your underwear. Then whenever you go to the store to pick up this load of groceries, probably put some pants on. That's what I got for grocery shopping. I think it's going to help you a lot in sticking to any kind of diet, certainly the keto diet, and I hope that's helpful. Please leave me any comments or questions below. If you have any other tips about online shopping, I'd love to hear those as well. Until next time, I won't see you at the grocery store. Cheers.